Hey man, some do pod, man. Let's go ahead and move on to Mike. Do you watch Euphoria?
I haven't gotten to Euphoria yet.
Mike,
I'm gonna let you speak your shit on it though, but I ain't got to it yet. That's on the
what
list. That's next.
you got to stop lacking, fam.
I'm behind on every fucking thing right now, bro. I'm watching you right now. I'm watching that
Mike,
right now.
Mike, you behind, fam.
Euphoria is next though. I'm watching Euphoria
I
next.
don't look. I know some mixed react. See, let me rephrase this. When people say that there's mixed reaction to like series finales, to me that's the best reaction.
Of course.
To me, mixed reaction is the best reaction to certain things because you want characters to go in one direction or you want them to go in the other, and if it doesn't reach the way you want to reach it, you get upset because that shows that you're deeply invested in said character. I'm not saying all the time. I'm saying the majority of the time for me, when somebody says there's a mixed reaction, that's the thought process that happens for me. That they are very interested in these characters and all of that. With that being said, them final two episodes of this season of Euphoria is some of my favorite in television history.
Okay.
The only thing, and it's crazy. The only time I've ever gotten goosebumps or got emotional at a finale is when Opie died on Sons of
Sons of
Anarchy,
Anarchy.
season 5, episode 3. That's the only time that I've ever gotten like, damn, fuck. And that one I got emotional. Niggas, we we cried in the house for OPG.
Mm-hmm.
And I had told you when you start getting up, I was like, hey, when somebody die, you gonna be hurt.
Yep.
And you didn't believe us.
Nah, I believed y'all. I believed it. I still, matter of fact, one of those Sons of Anarchy posts that I made when I used to tag all y'all. Shout out to you, Nia Levi. I used to tag all y'all because because y'all were the ones that was telling me to get up on Sons of Anarchy, and when I was like, anytime like some shit pop up, I always tag y'all. And I remember I tagged y'all when Opie died, and I was like, yo, fuck niggas.
Yeah, I hated black people for 2 weeks. Hated black folks for 2 weeks.
But I haven't got into Euphoria yet. I will get into Euphoria. Obviously, I get on a lot of shows late. I be late to the party on certain shit. So
those two. So basically, one of the characters basically took the lives of the core group and made a play out of it.
okay.
Um, and it was basically true to form. But that right there in itself was dope, and it was great. But of course, we hate people. We hate seeing people die that we mess with his characters. And when my man Ashtray, from what it looks like, was killed by the police after having a shootout with the police, he's definitely the youngest man in television history to have a shootout with the police. I think. I don't think there's ever been a character that young having a shootout such as that with the police.
Okay.
My man had all the assault rifles going up against SWAT.
They show like that, huh?
It.
don't even. It's okay. When me and the wife finish watching you, I'm gonna get to Euphoria.
But I literally had chills, G.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went upstairs to Miriam, was like, "Look, feel my arm." She was like, "Damn, nigga, the fuck you was doing down there?" It's like, fam, that joint really like.
Is she watching it with you? She not watching the show with you?
She watched a couple of episodes with me.
See, you different than me, bro. I always try to include my wife into shows that I watch.
Women, no.
If I watch it by myself, I'll be finished. But I like to include her in the shows too.
Let me be clear. Yeah. There's certain shows that Miriam just ain't watching.
Okay, so you know. Okay.
I know, and there's some parts of Euphoria that she ain't watching.
Okay.
Because it's depressing to her. Like the episode where Rue, who's played by Zendaya, became the best crackhead ever.
Okay.
Like she became the best drug addict
in TV
history.
TV movie history or TV history?
TV history, Jack.
Better than Bubs?
Man, better than Bubs. See, people was asking me that. Nah, see, Bubs was kind of a bitch. People don't want to.
Shout out to The Wire, which I just finished season 2. Just finished
Yeah,
just finished just like rewatching it just out of nowhere. I always go back to that show. But go ahead.
yeah. People don't want to admit it, but Bubs kind of was a bitch.
Explain. I gotta get an understanding of what you're saying right now.
Bubs was a pushover. He was really a crackhead pushover.
Okay.
Simple. He was a pushover. Rue ain't no pushover. She fighting her mom over a bag of drugs and shit. She cussing and yelling at everybody. She ride a bike. If you live in Maywood, you know about the clucks and bikes.
Okay.
She a cluck on the 12 speed every day.
Why I gotta be at Baywood though?
I mean, because I didn't see it out west. They just walked. I've seen many of overdoses in my day, fam.
Y'all
I ain't
hear
seen
this?
none of them on a bike.
Y'all see how
No,
No, I'm just messing with you. Go ahead.
no, I'm dead serious. I saw a man OD right across the street from my crib, and the next day ended up at the same spot to do more drugs. Like, damn, this nigga still alive? Shit. He wasn't on no bike. I see them run. Like, look, Mike, I'm older than you.
Mhm.
I remember seeing drugs in the 80s.
Okay.
I remember 88. All right. From 88 to when I moved off of Iowa and Lawless, so at 91, bruh, I lived on 5017 West Iowa. So it's Lawler and Laverne, right? And then in the apartment building is right there in the middle. It's an alley, then it's another apartment building, then it's Laverne.
Yeah.
Fam, in that alley, the drug dealers used to come. We used to play baseball in the alley.
Mhm.
Drug dealers would come and be like, hey, y'all go to the porch. We're about to go ahead and work. We knew what that was. Gee, it would be a line from the middle of that alley to Augusta.
Mhm.
So that's about depending on where you go, it's like 3 blocks.
Yeah.
Long blocks. well, one long block, but in some cases it might be like 2 blocks. Either way it go, it would be a line from there to Augusta of crackheads. Well, none of them on a bike. I didn't see crackheads on the bike until I went to Maywood. It's like, oh, y'all move around. Y'all get around. Y'all resourceful. The crackheads that I've seen out west, they wasn't necessarily resourceful.
Okay.
They just used to drag their ass to the alley.
Mm-hmm.
Say that to say this. Rue was running. She was riding bikes. She broke in a house that day. She told on her friends so she could slip out the house. It was the greatest night of being a drug addict of all time. You only get that on Euphoria. Bubs, you didn't have the one or two episodes where the spotlight was put on Bubs as a crackhead is when they had Amsterdam and his man's OD.
Yeah.
And then he tried to get clean.
Mm-hmm. A few times.
even when she tried to get clean, matter of fact, that was an intervention. They had an intervention with her, and that's how all that shit popped off. Okay. Like, yo, Rue is the greatest crackhead. Rue is the greatest drug addict since Gator on New Jack City. The only thing she don't do is give you a dance.
Okay.
Like the girls on, like the whole shit wild. Like, and then plus, I went to Lance Town shit for a year. All right. I think if you black and went to a white high school at some point in your life, this show is hilarious.
Okay.
Because you see certain characters in those white people.
Okay.
So I mess with Euphoria and mad that we're not gonna get a new season of Euphoria until 2024.
Why so long?
I mean, it's 2022 now, Mike.
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense then.
Yeah. I just don't want to wait that
You
long.
know what? I'm tripping. Well, it's the beginning of 2022, so
Yeah, we in March.
2024 seems so far away,
We're
bro.
about to. I mean, especially when there's a war going on. Like, man, we gonna make it.
Yeah.
We gonna make it. But yeah, like that. That show to me is one. Hey, you don't get no better than drug addicts than that, and
Okay.
and girls whipping each other's ass, and the boy who daddy gay,
I'm
and
gonna
he
fuck
gay
with
too. He don't want to admit it. Yeah, you gotta look. The only thing once you
it.
get past the full frontal male nudity, you straight.
Yeah, I've heard plenty of that though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's all good.
it's yeah. I mean, it's too. It was too much.
It
It
was
almost
excessive like
and
that.
one episode is excessive. And I was like, man, if I miss the backstory here, I've missed it. Straight. The fuck going on?
Oh
But
my
yeah, man, my
god.
man Ash died, or may possibly dead. My man Fez got shot. He couldn't go to the play. He couldn't go to Lexi play. That was messed up in that thing. It was definitely a top notch joint. Definitely make sure that y'all be watching Euphoria. And Zendaya deserves all the awards. I would give Zendaya an Oscar if this was a movie. That's how
Okay.
great she's been in that joint.